Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Club Brother of the Club Apple Sports Court, coming to you live right here in Freeport, New York, that is. And today I'll talk to you guys about the breaking news that Antonio Brown just worked out with the Saints, by the way. Just signed a waiver. Shotzi Blackheart's NXT debut from Christmas night, that is. Austin Theory's debut. I will talk to you guys also about the fact that LeBron James got injured on Christmas night, that is. That same groin injury that he sustained last Christmas. I'll talk about the condition that he's going to be in, and I'll talk about whether it's going to miss any games or not. I will talk to you guys also about the fact that Luka Doncic signed with Jordan Brand. I'll discuss with you guys about the whole Undisputed ERA versus Imperium, NXT versus NXT UK, and whether or not there's going to be some title implications, which there could be at Worlds Collide 2. Also talk to you guys also about the fact that the Music City Nashville, the perpetrator of the Music City Nashville stabbing of Clay Beathard, that perpetrator has been arrested, faces a slew of homicide charges, so I'm definitely going to get into that for sure. And talk to you guys also about the fact that Ed Ashoff just died from pneumonia. So that's all I'm gonna have. That's all I'm gonna have just for today. But I'm gonna start things off with the breaking news. As many of you guys found out earlier today, that piece of trash football star Antonio Brown has worked out with the Saints for sure. That there is a bit of a waiver. Somebody states that any football player that is not signed can't work out with the other teams, can't do that, can't do this. So now Antonio Brown, he's still in turmoil from an alleged sexual abuse incident from Britney Taylor and misconduct by a mysterious female artist and the derogative text message that he sent. So here's what I'm going to say to this. Don't sign Antonio Brown. Saints, I forbid you, do not sign Antonio Brown, because if you do, there will be repercussions awaiting you. Make no mistake about it. There will be some heavy repercussions for this. And that right there is that's a huge red flag right there. So I will be very disappointed if Antonio Brown is coming back, which he will not. So I made it clear, I said this a couple weeks ago, that Antonio Brown should remain banned for the rest of his life, despite the fact that he's been garbage this whole season. He only played like one game against the Dolphins. That was when he was with the Patriots. But after that, he's still being investigated for this alleged sexual assault and rape and misconduct by female artist and Britney Taylor, who was Antonio Brown's former female trainer, that is. So I'm not going to come out. So I'm not going to say that Antonio Brown should be signed in any team. No, not with the Saints. No, I would just keep him banned for the rest of his life. And basically he did meet with the NFL 8 hours, that is, and he denied these slew of allegations against him. So it's obvious that Sean Payne better think twice about signing the guy, because look, there's absolutely no way, no how that Antonio Brown is not going to sign with the Saints. No, it's not going to happen. The Saints, they're like first. I mean, they're first. I mean, they're already the top seed, one of the top seeds in the NFC playoffs right now. So why would you want to sign a troubled football star that's already been in a lot of turmoil, has been causing mayhem from day one? You can't sign this kind of guy. And I've said this on occasions. You cannot sign guys that have been troubled, that are accused of numerous incidents, that are under fire. Nonetheless, Antonio Brown is one of those guys. Because if the Saints even think about signing him, that's a red flag. And that right there is going to be a disaster, and it's going to affect their chances of surviving in the playoffs. I mean, even though Saints, they do have a playoff spot, that's going to affect the chance of getting to the playoffs. But I don't see, Sean Payton or the Saints signing Antonio Brown. That is not going to happen. It never would. It never will. And it better not happen. It better not happen. So he was working out with the Saints, but but the Saints are not signing him. I'll say that right now. I'll say it again. The Saints will not sign Antonio Brown just because of workout that he had with them. So hopefully that does not happen. If it does, I will lose it. Literally lose it. So and he will not get a second chance. I'll tell you that right now. He's not getting a second chance, which he won't do either. I will say that right now. So now another news I do want to address, by the way, that Worlds Collide 2 live on the WWE Network before the Royal Rumble in 2020. For the first time ever, you will see the Undisputed Era take on Imperium. Now I can tell you this: there could be some title implications ahead. If one member of Imperium does defeat, Adam Cole or Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, or Roderick Strong, that is, Imperium may be next in line, whether it's going to be for the NXT Tag Team titles, or you might see, Roderick Strong probably get pinned, even though he retained his title against Austin Theory, that is. I'll tell you about him. Or you might see Adam Cole versus Walter. This is a dream. This is a match a lot of people expect to happen. And I think that somewhere down the line, that titles could be on the line. I think it's going to be, my vote for this one, I'm going to have the Undisputed Era take out Walter, Fabian Eichner, even, Fabian Eichner as well. But I got to tell you, that's going to be a good match. This is a match that a lot of people have been waiting for months and months, and this has been building since. So there are going to be title implications ahead of them. So look out, guys. And the UK title could be on the line, and even the fact that the NXT title could be on the line. So someone down the line could have a Royal Rumble. They can have a match at Royal Rumble, could have a match at TakeOver Portland. So titles are not up for grabs, but if any member of Imperium defeats Undisputed Era or one member of Undisputed Era pins Walter, that one individual could get a UK title opportunity down the road, and that would be really good. So it could happen. Maybe during WrestleMania, maybe during TakeOver Portland. You never know what implications this title match will have. What match this is going to have. Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, taking on Walter, Fabian Eichner. And even, it's going to be and two others, it's going to be an amazing match. 8-man tag match. It's going to be must see, must watch. Watch Worlds Collide 2 the night before Royal Rumble live on the WWE Network. And that right there is free for new subscribers. Head over there right now. You can sign right now, so your free month trial. So don't miss out, guys. So be sure to catch Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and WrestleMania, the Hall of Fame 2020, and also WrestleMania 36 as well. So be sure to check that out, guys. Check it out, everybody. So don't miss out on your opportunities. Must see, must watch. So also catch Worlds Collide 2 as well, live on the WWE Network as well. So don't miss out on your opportunity, guys. So watch it while you can. Everybody, watch it while you can. It's gonna be pretty good. It's must see, must watch right there. Hope you guys enjoy it, and a lot of you guys are into it. I'll tell you that. Now let's talk to you guys about what happened on Christmas night in NXT. That is, and there were two surprising debuts, by the way. Shotzi Blackheart, who got involved, who was an Evolve event. She got an NXT offer from William Regal, and she was competing in NXT Live all women's event. That is, she even competed She's also a former Shine champ. I'm a former Shine Nova champ, that is. And she had to vacate that title because the fact that she's already in NXT. And that sort of brings me to this past Wednesday on Christmas night, that is. Shotzi Blackheart, she took on Bianca Belair. Now, Shotzi Blackheart, she may have fallen a tad short, though. But I will say, even though somewhere down the line she will one day get a win, and Shotzi Black, she just pushed Bianca Belair to the limit. And make no mistake about it, though, Shotzi Blackheart is there to stay. NXT got ballsy. Apologize for saying that, ladies and gentlemen. So, Shotzi Blackheart, she's indeed going to be a future NXT Women's Champ somewhere down the road. I'll tell you that. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Even though Rhea Ripley, she became the new NXT Women's Champ as last week, which is absolutely incredible. I will say that for sure. But who's Rhea Ripley going to take on for the NXT Women's title in 2020? So hope you guys catch that. Hope you guys stay in tune for it, and I'll get you guys the latest on that. So you know who the opponent's going to be. So it'll be amazing, it'll be incredible, and it's a must-see, must-watch right there. So Shotzi Blackheart, she debuted at NXT this past Wednesday on Christmas night in the USA Network. She faced Bianca Belair, and she lost in that match against Bianca Belair as well, though. So she'll be back up. She'll be back. But it's amazing. It's incredible to see what Shotzi Blackheart's gone through and how far she's gotten. So what an opportunity that is. Congrats on her NXT TV debut, though, this past Wednesday on Christmas night. So that was incredible. I hope I see a lot more of her. So tune in to NXT on USA Network every Wednesday, that is. So check that out, guys. Also, another surprising debut on Christmas, another Christmas gift. Another surprising debut was a former Evolve and WWN champ, that is All Day Austin Theory. So a lot of you guys know him, that he's the former longest reigning Evolve champ, that is. He was shown that he was at TakeOver Toronto this past year, all by himself. Later on, got signed to the Performance Center. And on Christmas night, this past Wednesday, he faced off against an opponent of one of the members of Undisputed ERA, that's Roderick Strong, in an open challenge for the North American title. Now, Roderick Strong, even though Austin Theory has faced three members of Undisputed ERA, Adam Cole, the current NXT champ, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong, that is. Now, Roderick Strong, he did beat Austin Theory at Evolve this past year. So that was an amazing match. Adam Cole faced him. Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, or Johnny Evolve, or Johnny NXT faced him as well. So to Austin Theory to get where he's at, I mean, he was the undisputed former Evolve champ and WWN champ, that is, by the way. And he lost that match to Josh, and he lost to Josh Briggs. So it's gonna be real incredible to see where he goes. But even though Roger Strong faced him again on NXT Live TV, Austin Theory answered that challenge. That was a good match, by the way. And Roderick Strong, he retained his NXT North American title against Austin Theory. Somewhere down that line, I said this months ago, Austin Theory, ladies and gents, could indeed be runner-up for the NXT title, could be a future NXT champ. Again, anything that could happen in 2020. So that will be interesting right there, and hopefully that ensues well. And I just hope it could happen. Might see. I mean, he's former Evolve champ. Is there ever going to be a former is he ever going to be the longest reigning NXT champ? And is he even going to have his name in the 2020 Royal Rumble, Men's Royal Rumble? A lot of you guys want to know that for sure. That'd be a good opportunity. And also, back to Shotzi Blackheart, will Cher appear at the Royal Rumble in 2020? Folks, stay tuned for that. And that right there will be interesting to see. So, there were two surprising debuts on NXT Live TV this past Wednesday on Christmas. So, you gotta love it though. You gotta love it though. So, double champs in the near future. It'll be good. Even Santana, she'll get her NXT Women's Title opportunity against Rhea Ripley. So who knows? And I can say the same for Shayna Baszler, even though she did lose to Rhea Ripley, who's had a bit of who's developed a rivalry with her. And even though Rhea Ripley last week, she took out Shayna Baszler, and she closed out 2019 as the new NXT Women's Champ last week, and that was a huge ovation. I will say that right now. That was amazing right there. So, where does Shayna Baszler go from there? Is she going to be getting a rematch clause against Rhea Ripley, or is she going to jump ship to the main roster, Raw, SmackDown? So, really interesting to see where that goes right there, and I'll give you guys the latest on that. So, real interesting to see. And now another thing I do want to address, by the way, ladies and gents, the perpetrator behind the stabbing at a Music City bar, the Dogwood, at Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. That perpetrator has been arrested. Now, Nashville police have identified the perpetrator as Mike Mosley. That is, he was arrested and charged on 2 counts of criminal homicide and attempted homicide as well. Now, back in 2015, that is, he was convicted of robbery, felony aggravated assault, misdemeanor assault, by the way. And also the fact that, it could be, he says that, it says right here that he stabbed a man and cut a woman. And the misdemeanor assault charge was when he squirted out urine out of a shampoo bottle towards a jail employee on Christmas Day back in 2015, by the way. Now that piece of trash that actually stabbed Clay Beathard. That dude, he's in a Nashville Metro Police jail, that is, and he will do time in prison, by the way. Now, even though this led to an argument. Now, this was lead to an argument. Now, another individual was stabbed as well. Also, that his court hearing is not yet in session yet, though, but eventually will be, and he's going to face hard time in prison. And even though this is an argument over a woman. Now, the woman, she's a friend of the 3 individuals that were stabbed, by the way. So that didn't sit well with anyone. That did not sit well. And now Clay Beathard, he's the brother of CJ Beathard and the uncle of Pro Football Hall of Famer Beathard as well, though. So obviously, things were not looking good though. So Lake Ray, Mike Beathard as well, though. So that's all the news I got for that, ladies and gentlemen, and that's all there is to it. Also, I want to address you guys this, so that more news I want to get into, by the way. Many of you guys saw the Battle of LA Volume 2 on Christmas night. King LeBron James, his past came back to haunt him when on Christmas this past Wednesday. His groin injury, he re-aggravated his groin yet once again. Last one he had on last Christmas, missed action, been on the shelf, missed the playoffs. Well, I can tell you this: that even though he had re-aggravated that groin injury yet again, that is, LeBron James can miss time, can miss a few games. He's less than 100%, so I'm not so sure what his condition is for sure, whether it's going to be playing or not, whether it's going to be ready or not, or just send him out. I think it's safe to say that maybe LeBron James should just sit out. Just have him heal up, lick his wounds, and even though, Patrick Beverley blocked his shot in the last quarter of that, in the overtime in that game. So hopefully he's back and ready, stays healthy as ever, trying to stay focused, trying to stay fit. But even though he sustained that aggravated joint injury, that groin injury that he had from last season, that missed him the playoffs for the first time ever. That had him on the sidelines for a while, but it's very unclear what's going to miss in the games. It is questionable listed day to day, by the way, but hopefully I will have an update on LeBron James' status as he underwent a groin injury yet again, and his MRI could be turned out positive or negative. So I never know exactly whether that's going to be playing the next couple of games or not. So that's going to become the question for sure. So I'll tell you guys about that for sure. So more to it, by the way, ladies and gents. Also, by the way, I want to address this to you guys that you guys saw the MSG holiday tour, WMSG live tour and holiday tour, that is. Andrade became the new U.S. champ. He took out the 619 Rey Mysterio, and he walked out of MSG, the new U.S. champ. I mean, Andrade has gotten far where he's at right now. Now, you know, he's the former NXT champ as well. He's also now the new U.S. champ. Congrats to him on that. If you guys look at the replay, you guys look at the match, and I got to tell you, though, that Andrade, he's going to defend that title for sure. Maybe this coming Monday on Raw before New Year's Eve. Maybe at the Royal Rumble. Maybe at Elimination Chamber. And it could be at WrestleMania 36, by the way. So I got to tell you, that right there is going to be, what a moment that was, seeing Andrade capture his first title, that is, or second title, that is. He's former NXT champ, by the way. He's now the new U.S. champ. So congrats to Andrade for this historic victory. And what a performance that was. And seeing Rey Mysterio 619 and Andrade go at it yet again. So that right there is just a rivalry renewed. And Andrade walked out as new U.S. champ. Congrats on that part. Other ones I need to get down to what happened at MSG. Becky Lynch retained her Raw Women's title in a steel cage match, defeating Charlotte Flair and Asuka. Now, I will tell you this. What happened on Monday this past week between Becky Lynch and Asuka, how we're saying, I mean, there was Becky 2 belts, but Asuka 2 belts? Will it happen at the Royal Rumble, which is in 2020? Will it happen at Elimination Chamber? Will it happen at WrestleMania 36? So when they go at it, I mean, last time they fought when Charlotte Flair teamed up with Becky Lynch and Asuka and Kairi Sane at TLC, they retained their women's tag team titles. But is there going to be an Asuka 2 belts? Folks, stay tuned for that. Live updates and more breaking news on that as well. So hopefully it happens somewhere down the road. It could happen in the Royal Rumble, though. So I'm looking forward to that. But I'm looking forward to that. 2019 is going to be ending very soon. So I just hope it happens. Asuka versus Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's title, and Asuka can be Asuka 2 belts. Being the first woman to hold. I mean, she was a former longest reigning NXT Women's champ. a former SmackDown Women's champ, from a Raw Women's champ as well. She's now the current WWE Women's Tag Team champ. But she gonna hold both belts. Is she gonna be Oscar 2 belts at Royal Rumble? That's gonna be a question, guys. So stay tuned for more live on the WWE Network, WWE.com for that. Stay tuned for that on the Khalil Apple Sports World for more live updates, breaking news on that as well. Hopefully that happens down the road. If it does, I'll announce it along the way. So surprise everyone else. Another thing I do want to get down to, by the way, that EMU quarterback, East Michigan quarterback, Mike Glass III, he got judged for throwing some punches at 2 Pittsburgh players at Cal Brissett and Harris Ford. Cam McGill got ejected for unsportsmanlike conduct for spitting on an opponent. I mean, look, listen. It's bowl season. It's bowl season. I mean, throwing punches. I mean, come on, that's just unacceptable. I mean, Mike last second just got judged for throwing punches at 2 Pittsburgh players. And he got to it with the ref, by the way. So that did not look good for him. Hopefully, learns his lesson. Now, EMU, that is. Now it was Pittsburgh defeated EMU 34-30 by like 4 points in that game. So, and that didn't happen in the quick lane bowl, by the way. So, hopefully, he learns his lesson and tries to get some more out of it, get some answers. So that's all you need to know right there. So, no more two legends just for now, and hopefully, more level update on them as well, and I'll get you guys a tune for as well. So that's all you need to know. Also, another thing I do want to get down to, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, was the fact that GOAT quarterback Aaron Rodgers and the GOAT of NASCAR, retired NASCAR star Danica Patrick, they, however, they live in a Malibu estate mansion that is purchased it for $28 million. It's a 4,636 square foot. It's got 4 bedrooms, bathrooms, a 2-bedroom guest house, and a swimming pool, that is. They also rented the place back in this last summer, that is, this past summer. Owned it back in November. So that place was leased by Netflix owner Ted, that is, and also leased by Jada Jackson. Aaron Rodgers and Danica Patrick, they do live in the Malibu estate as they're purchasing the place for $28 million, that is. So that's a big offer right there. And congrats on them buying the house, that is. It's amazing. So sightseeing and all that. So yeah, give a credit due for that, little ladies and gents, just for now. That's all you need to know just for that. And also, the Knicks, they defeat the Nets. Now, even though the Knicks are a bit of a terrible team and they haven't won a lot of games, they're not a playoff team. Knicks, they beat the Nets. So it's really good news right there. So that's amazing. That's impressed me a lot. Got to win more games than that. It's going to take a lot more just that, like one game. But they got to win more games, get more defense, get more running game going. That's what they got to do because they've had a bad record. But really, they win a lot of games. How are they winning a lot of games? So that's all you need to know just for that, little ladies and gents, just for now. And I'll keep you guys on the day on that as well. But the Knicks, they got to get rid of James Dolan. Even though he's not going to sell the team, and a fan tells him to sell the team, but James Dolan says, no, I'm not going to sell the team. Well, James Dolan's got to, he's got to do it. He has to do it. If he doesn't do it, it's all over. Is James Dolan, let me tell you this. Is James Dolan the reason why the Knicks have been a dumpster fire this whole time? Reason why they have not won a single game in their illustrious NBA career? The reason why the Knicks don't have a good record, why they're not going to the playoffs, why they're not winning the Eastern Conference Finals, Eastern Conference title, and why most certainly they have not been NBA champs. So that next, I mean, it's been dysfunctional since. I mean, you got RJ Barrett and you got Julius Randle. But the thing is, the Knicks right now, whoever the new coach is, they better hope the Knicks win more games. They know it's all over. So basically, James Dolan's got to go. He's got to go, and that's the case there. So who knows who's in on which reason why the Knicks are losing a lot of games, and that's gonna be coming to question for sure. And hopefully, I'll give you a live update on that, though, guys. So that's all you need to know for that. And others, I do want to point out, the ladies and gents, by the way. Also, maybe you guys know this past week, Ed Asheroff, he was deceased of pneumonia, by the way. He's also he was an ESPN college football analyst himself. He died of pneumonia. Never made it. Girlfriend, his girlfriend, he's supposed to be married in April 2020. That's not going to happen, so that's not going to look good there. While those prayers go to Ed Asheroff's family members, his fiance, his fans, the college football industry, even sports fans out there, the folks watching at home, watching all over the world, watching on social media about that. And that's just a little update right there, Alicia. So Ed Asheroff died of pneumonia, doing that for months now, and obviously never made it. So thoughts prayers to them as well. So keep them in your prayers, everybody. Keep them in your prayers. So more to it. So that's all the news I got right there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it right there for the Clothing Rival Sports World. Please be sure to subscribe to the Clothing Rival Sports World YouTube channel and Facebook page by any means necessary. Be sure to send me your comments, Twitch reaction, your thoughts of Antonio Brown working out with the Saints, by the way. Tell me if you think that Antonio Brown should get a lifetime ban from the Saints or from the NFL. Let me know about that in the comment section. I will definitely respond and address that for sure. If they think about signing him, that's a red flag. So let me know in the comment section how you react to this, how you're going to respond to this, and what actually needs to be taken for sure, so they prevent that from happening. Let me know what you think of Undisputed ERA versus Imperium for Worlds Collide 2, NXT versus NXT UK. Let me know, tell me who you think is going to win in the comment section down below. I'll definitely address and respond to that, by the way. Let me know what you think of Shotzi Blackheart's huge NXT debut this past Wednesday on Christmas. Austin Theory's debut against Roderick Strong, an open challenge for the NXT North American title. Let me know in the comment section. I will definitely respond and address them. Tell me if you think they're going to be champs or not. So let me know in the comment section. I'll definitely address and respond to that, by the way. I'll keep you guys posted and tuned for that. What's the Andrade becoming the new U.S. champ, by the way. Also, one other thing I want to address to you, that Luka Doncic, who is the future, who's an MVP frontrunner, he just signed with Jordan Brand, by the way. Congrats to him on that part. So let me know about that as well. I will definitely address and respond to that for sure. And what do you think of Aaron Rodgers and Danica Patrick living in a Malibu estate after purchasing it for $28 million? Let me know about that in the comment section. I'll definitely respond and address and let me know about that. And that's all in this. I'm having day. I'm back more breaking news, train times, like what is it? With so much and a whole lot more than sports for everything you need to know. And tell me you think that LeBron James is going to miss any games from this re-aggravated groin injury they sustained. Let me know about it in the comment section. I'll definitely respond and address that. And tell me if you think that's going to affect him getting it back to the playoffs as well. I will definitely address that and respond to that for sure. And that's all you need to know. The news you need to know just for that. Back more breaking news, live updates, huge storylines, and a whole lot more live events. Everything in store for the Clothing Rival Sports. When it's all things sports, everything all the way. All things NBA, NFL, pro wrestling, boxing, UFC, tennis, Olympics. That's all the news I got for the college basketball, college football, and that's all the news I got for that, and that's all I got. So be sure to stay tuned for that, ladies. Be sure to stay tuned. So take care, everybody. You guys have a good day. Bye-bye.